Essentially, your screen is showing dozens of images every second. When you code a game, you don't really make anything move. What you do is change the position slightly every frame. It's kind of like a stop-motion effect. All games work like this on some level. In Geometry Dash, there may not be a way to change the player's speed, but there is a way to change their position. Teleport triggers. You can spawn these at any time to move the player literally wherever you want. So if there was just a way to trigger this every single frame, we basically have a way to stop the player. Fortunately, I came across this little doohickey. It's an item compare trigger that spawns a spawn trigger that then spawns the item compare trigger again with a 10,000th of a second delay. You don't have to understand how it works, it does. We can put down a pickup trigger that adds 1 every time this runs, and then stop the whole thing after exactly 1 second. What you'll see is that it always ends on exactly 240, which is how many times per second Geometry Dash updates. Anyway, we can do this now. Let's go into Edit Group Extra really quick and turn on no effects, cause that's better, yeah. But there's another issue. I can't move. These are event triggers. They can check for a lot of things, including when the player presses the left or right input. But I mean, surely these wouldn't work in a classic level. They work in classic levels. Little disclaimer, these don't actually work on mobile, it's only on PC. The little buttons to control the player don't actually show up. All I'm doing here is moving the object that the player is being teleported to, with ignore Y locked. I'm just moving that object left and right. When you press a button, it triggers a move trigger, and when you release, it stops the move trigger. This does feel kind of weird though, mostly because there's no acceleration. All we have to do to add that is have another object move left and right, and then have the object the player's being teleported to use advance follow with the easing option turned up a little bit. I like 15 the best, but I've turned it all the way up here so you can see better what it does. Already better than Real Platformer. Real Platformer doesn't actually let you set your acceleration. Okay, so now there's really only one more issue I need to address. It's easier to see with the robot. That's right, these sick moves are making me jealous. There's two potential solutions, the reverse trigger and the arrow trigger. The reverse trigger, for some reason, doesn't have an option to just set the player's direction. It always switches your direction from what it already is. At first I thought the arrow trigger fixed this problem, until I realized it changes your gravity as well. Fortunately, it was pretty easy to set the level up, so it only spawns the reverse trigger when the player switches from their current direction. Of course, you have to make custom camera controls for all this, otherwise it looks pretty bad. That's boring though, so I'll skip over it. I think what would be fun is to copy this setup and use it in some actual platformer levels. Just see how horribly it breaks. I actually did make wall collisions work as well, but I don't really want to copy-paste collision block ID 1 over the entirety of all these levels, so you know what? Dying to walls is just part of the charm. At least I can stop ceiling deaths with a simple H block. So today what we're doing is, I made it so you can play platformer mode in normal mode. It's pretty cool. One annoying thing. If I go over to this wall, if you clip into it, you can't jump because of the H block. I tried making the H block smaller and that didn't fix it. Yeah, that might make this really difficult. So it's still really hard to jump up there. I think you can fall down. No? Okay, you still can't get down. We just go into the editor. We take everything on layer 0 and we just copy that. And hopefully we can just paste that in and it will work. Let's move that over. I gotta build hover these. Oh yeah, I have to set it to classic. It's not too surprising that pasting a bunch of random triggers into a level didn't instantly work. Build helper, well, helps by giving my triggers new unused groups and item IDs. I kinda would've been screwed without that. But there were some other issues I had to work out. Oh, it's doing something. It's doing something. I'm here now, so that's good. Other than that not working, my inputs just wouldn't register. I spent a long time trying to figure out why before realizing the level just disables them. I'm probably just not triggering whatever trigger turns them back on. Anyway, it's working now, but the camera does look a little weird. I had a solution for this too. I'm just gonna make the static camera trigger get triggered every single frame and see if that works. There we go, now it works. kind of. Okay, we're starting off with Joyous Whimsy by SPKL, but in classic mode. I can't believe I actually got that to work. To get the coins, purchase a valuable item. Find all 3 blue coins. Finish within 75 seconds. Okay, that's not gonna happen. See, we died of walls, so that's fun. Oh god. We managed to get through these platforms. I think he made them passable blocks, so that's good. I would have been kind of screwed if those weren't passable blocks. Okay, let's try to get as many coins as we can. Let's go inside here. Let's get the rock. I don't know what it... Oh, it's a seed. I don't know what you do with it. Okay. Wait, I don't think the checkpoint is gonna work. I have to test this. Yeah, the checkpoints just don't work because it's classic mode. Okay. This is Golden Strawberry of Geometry Dash. Okay, so we just have to, like, not die. Or play in practice mode. Put seed on pot. Oh, it still shows up as enabled. Interesting. Oh. Oh, crap. The other great thing is now orbs are not multi-activate. We'll just leave it like that for now. If that becomes a problem, I can set them to multi-activate, but in classic mode, they are not multi-activate by default. Oh, there's the pot. I just randomly die. This is just I want to be the guy levels of unfair. Okay, it's here. Yeah, I noticed. Are there coins up here? Lovely.